All right, Steve. Looks like since you said you just bought the car a couple hundred miles ago, the rear brakes look like somebody just put them on, so the rear shoes are fine. The wheels, when you spin them, you just hear the bearings are out on them awful. Passenger side too, both fronts. And then the fronts also. It's got a fresh set of pads in here, and it looks like somebody changed this rotor at some point. It's kind of rusty. And then this one's rusty too, but not as rusty. But it's got good, let me get out of the line here. But it's got good brake pads in it. I haven't drove it down the road to see if they pulse yet, but you didn't say that. I imagine they don't. So I just say that we just put wheel bearings in it all the way around, and it'll be good to go. Oh, one last thing, the calipers on it. Look how hard I have to push with my foot. Can't get the wheel to spin. But so what somebody's done is just put pads in it, and none of the slides. Well, probably part of this. Where did this car come from? The Midwest? It's awfully rusty for a late model car. At any rate, we just need to take the caliper apart and lube all the slides and stuff up on it. And the compression, you're still doing the compression check? And the first couple of holes have 155, 160 pounds, so as long as they're even, we'll go ahead and run it while I got the camera going, and then I'll have to shoot a second video. Let's see where we're at. No, it's not so bad. It must be like about 170-ish. Here, I'll set the camera down for just a second. I'll switch this for you, Casey. Hold on. And it looks like from what I'm looking here, it's got a new belt on the water pump, but the water pump's not changed. That's on. So well, how many miles are on this? What's the odometer rate? 83,000. Oh, okay, so it's got 7,000 more miles before we need to do a timing belt on it. Technically, it's probably supposed to be done at 60, but somebody's probably doing 90. Go ahead and crank it. Didn't that hose connected all the way? Let's try that one more time. Alright, that's good. So that's about number one. So number three's got the best compression. That's number four. And number one and two are about the same there, 155, 160. You can see it's got a new belt down there, but not a new pump or timing belt on it. It does look like it's got a new oil filter. And the other thing is the plug wires. We should just do a tune-up to it. They're the original plug wires from the factory. They're factory IM wires. No distributor cap on it, so it's an easy tune-up. Oh, and the spark plugs look brand new, but it really needs some plug wires on it. And this is such an oddball car. The guy probably meant to do it before he sold it to you. He probably went to the parts store, and they didn't have these wires in stock. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll test that antifreeze, but it looks like it's pretty decent. I'm not too worried about it because when we do the water pump on it, or drain all that out anyhow, so it's not going to repeat anything. We still want it to freeze. And maybe just change the valve cover gasket on it and get rid of that seep there. And they always seep a little bit when they get this many miles on it. Because you're changing them out when you do the 60,000 mile service. But the bowl holes are so far apart that the rubber gasket just really, it's just leaking. It's just the distance is too far between the bolts. Well, looks like it's got a newer battery in it. And yeah, I think you got I don't know what you paid for it, but it looks like it's in great shape. This fender here looks like it's been repainted, so it must have been some kind of or maybe it's just wax I'm seeing. Yeah, I think somebody just used that. Just waxed it up. I was going to say I thought that was a repaint, but maybe not. And you can see from this wheel bearing on this hub, somebody tried to squeeze some grease in it to make it quiet. But once the bearing race is bad, it's bad. Alright, I'm going to shoot this video off to you, Steve. send me an email back, tell me what you want to do to it, and we'll make it happen. I don't see anything but just a little bit of a TLC, and should be driving this one for a long time.